All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AMP Live, the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Happy Monday, happy Mindset Monday, or happy Mindset Money Monday. Whatever works for you. Both are good. Both are great. And usually you want to get fired up for the week with some positive mental attitudes. And obviously your PMA, positive attitude, the golden rule, treat others as you like to be treated. Today I'm going to come to you live here today on the AMP Live TV and the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Always standing for, and it's uncut, always standing for truth, right? It's the home of AMP Live and the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Your host today, Eric, obviously, for AMP Live and VIP execs, AMP Live. Here we go. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to get into a couple things here for today. First and foremost, hopefully you're reading your books. I'm still reading, rereading it again over and over, right? This is the magic of thinking big. We got Think and Grow Rich, 17 Principles of Success, a bunch of other books over there as well. So today I'm going to get we're going to chit chat. Oh, okay. Let me make sure it does this. It's doing it again. I'll plug something in real quick. So I believe we're going live on several social media platforms. I'm going to pop this one back up here to make sure that this gets shown. I'm going to double check. So I want to make sure we're on Facebook and obviously TikTok and what's the other one? Is it there? Let me see. And the other one is going to be like Instagram and Twitch and all those. Let me see. All right. So. Let me see. All right. Here we go. Let me check it. Mic is all hooked up. We got the vocals rolling. Okay, cool. So today we're going to get in a couple things. Obviously, we're going to talk about deals, obviously, because it is Mindset Money Monday or Mindset Monday. So usually, hopefully, you're getting fired up for the week. Got your schedule rolling. I'm not sure how you do how you've been doing your business, but let me go. I'm going to just double check, make sure that we're good to go here. Yep, says live. Okay, so that should be correct. There it is. So I got to make sure I don't turn it on. There's going to be an echo. Okay, so we'll get into it. Get into the meat and potatoes. Once again, Mindset Monday. Hope you're having an awesome one. Tomorrow we'll be back for some deals. Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Thursday deals, Friday highlights. Onboarding is going on for the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. That is our launch. We've been working very hard on it. So pooped a little bit here and there. So, got the coffee rolling and, got to get the proteins and the supplements and all that other good stuff rolling to keep healthy and to stay as healthy as possible. That'll be for Wellness Wednesday. I'll share some stuff with you. But hey, let me see. What I wanted to do is share the first of all AMP Live, and I'll share this with you over here as a segment that will be rolling on Wednesdays. Because what will happen with the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator tomorrow is like a support day. So for onboarding, and if you came aboard and you actually locked in as a founder, congratulations. You're going to get that rock and rollness. It's not just being a founder, right? It's not just being a charter member. It's at the same time, it's about membership. It's about being exclusive and being part of something, right? And being part of a movement. That's been our whole goal and cause and mission for a long time here, okay? So as you can see this, you're invited for a live hot seat, bring a deal, lead with capital, structure, clarity today. Drop guests down below if you do see this. And then, hey, we'll get you on the next show, or we'll get you, on here chit-chatting and talking about you got deals. Bring them. Also, take those to the Facebook group. You can go right over there. You can probably see it in the far corner. There's a little QR code that it says "Join the live now." And that there's a special link that's on this platform that it's finally up and running again. So thank goodness, I'm happy for that. But at the same token, it's cool. You go with it, right? You got lemons, you make lemonade. And that's what we've been doing. So we've been going live on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all the different little places, sometimes individually, and just to share the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, just to let you know that, yes, we've been in pre-launch for a little bit. So congratulations if you actually came on as a founding member. Congratulations. And then, obviously, we had our full launch on Thursday, and we're kind of already here on a Monday already. And onboarding, got to do the onboarding, and it's pretty easy. And Tuesday, we got a little bit of support and tech from 11 to 1 or 2. I'm not sure. I believe it should be on the school calendar. So that'll be inside when you log in and check out all the videos and PDFs and just start gobbling up the information and the knowledge, right? And then Wednesday, we're actually, if you got deals, I know there's some peeps that have some deals, bring them Tuesday or bring them Wednesday. We're going to break them down. We'll break them down live, probably in the school environment, or you'll get a link here and I'll be able to look at your stuff and we'll go from there and get you some input so you can make some offers and making sure that the numbers are there and going through the process. Okay. And then on Friday, we're going to go live again, and that'll be our live group coaching call. If you cannot make it, they will be recorded and dropped into the vault. If you can make it, I encourage you to make it, because obviously that's why you're joining and becoming a founding and charter member. Not just for that, but as a way to move that cause and mission to be part of that for yourself, for us, and everybody, and to help others in the United States of America and across the United States of America in your own local backyard, wherever you're coming from, is to help those people as well. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing about this, and obviously you'll learn something that nobody can take away from you. All right, so it's one of those days. Obviously Mondays, they can be fired up, they can be dragging days, they could be happening days. It depends on what's going on, but it's all about framing it, man. You got to frame that sucker, frame it where everything is awesome, right? I know, like a long time ago when I was writing contracts and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna put my mug up here so you can see my face real quick, and then I'm gonna tap out for a little bit because I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some things. I'm gonna share some things, and I got to get on the computer and pull up some stuff and wear these spectacles so I can share it with you. All right, but other than that, I think we're all good to go. PSA stuff is rocking and rolling. Definitely like, love, and share it. Appreciate it if you do that. It helps us out. You know how that goes. There is a link down right here for the, right here. Boom. You can click that. That did move from the founder to a charter. So it's not, so if you missed out on the 147, if it's floating around out there, we'll honor it, okay? Because we can't control that stuff. And I'm not going to say, oh, no, you can't come aboard because it's dead. If you go to the website, it may be alive, it may be dead. But it's moving from the, like I mentioned, the 147, then it moves to the next 50, which is $1,997. And I'm going to explain to you the importance of becoming a charter member, so you can scan that QR code right there. I'm also going to pull this up here. I'll just pull this up here so you can actually see it. And the graphic, right? That's where we got it right there. I believe, I'm not sure if that's the one. It might be. That might be Stripe, or it might be the website. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Let me see. I believe we're going to do that. So you should still be able to hear me. Yep, it's still going. So I'm going to pull this up here and share with you something awesome. Okay, so first and foremost, okay, let me tell you something that nobody in the guru world is going to say to you today. Okay, ready is a lie. All right, Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Right, do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. This is the awesome thing. Now, stop waiting to feel ready, right? Ready is a lie. The enemy tells you, guarantee it, okay? It just happens. It's happened to me for the past two, right? Ready. I got to be ready. I got to be ready. I got to watch another video. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to clean my desk. I'm going to get my wall. I'm going to put up my, my pictures on my wall first. I'm going to, go for a walk. I'm going to feed the dog. I'm going to write my goals. I'm going to go over my goals. I'm going to get my morning ritual going. I'm going to do all this stuff, right? Do all this stuff except actually doing the business, and that can make you go round and round in circles, and it sucks, right? Now, ready is what fear calls itself when it doesn't want you to know its name. Okay, ready is the enemy dressed in productivity clothing. Ready says, just one more video, like I mentioned, right? Just one more course, just one more month of saving, just one more sign. I just need a sign. Come on, give me a sign, and I'm good to go, and I'm going to move and do it. Trust me, I've done it before, right? And while you're waiting to feel ready, somebody else is making the call you didn't make. Somebody else is submitting the offer you talked about yourself. You talked yourself out of. Somebody else is sitting at the closing table collecting a check that had your name on it until you decided to wait. So maybe not right now. I'll wait. And somebody else is cashing that check. Okay. Now, obviously, the founders of AMP Live and the AMP Live Accelerator, they didn't wait to feel ready. They didn't wait to feel ready. Okay, they knew the value of what being a founder and a charter member is going to means. Okay, They saw the door at 147, a measly $147. That's like a McDonald's meal nowadays, right? And they walked through it. No hesitation. No, let me think about it. And no, this is the right time. And I've seen it happen before, right? I've seen clients where they go, hey, it's $500 and oh, this is my whole life and this is happening and that and that. And my whole thing, everything, my whole world is based on this, right? And then you got the clients that are $50,000 clients and they're like, okay, where do I send the funds, right? Or I've already sent it. They know the value of what they need, right? Whether it's one-on-one mentoring, whether it's coaching, whether it's helping their business and scaling their business and knowing exactly what is needed and offering that to them, big difference, okay? So when it comes to $147, we don't want your $147, but we're also not going to give it away for free because I don't believe in free. Although free, someone has to pay for it. But at the end of the day, it's practically free, right? It's a $12,000 program that we're giving away practically for free, okay? So let's keep on rolling here. I'm going to continue to share this stuff with you. I appreciate it, right? If you give me some feedback. And at the end of the day, like I said, congratulations for the people that are coming aboard. Do you know what the right time is? Okay? The door is open. When the door is open, you walk in, right? It's like I always said, I used to say before, the door of opportunity, right? You knock on the door and it doesn't open. You knock on the door, it doesn't open. You knock on the door until a door opens, but then you don't go in. Well, no, knock. I used to say, I'm going to knock the damn door in. That's the door I want to go in, so I'm going to knock it down and kick it in because no one's going to keep me from getting inside that door, right? So, but others, I get it. Maybe they're not as aggressive. Joshua 1:9, okay, doesn't say, be strong and courageous when you feel confident. It says be strong and courageous, period, right? The feeling comes after the action, not before. Now we have 50 charter spots, right, open for the 1997. That's $1,997, right? That's still a fraction of the $12,997 regular price this program will carry when the spots are gone, okay? So I just want to share this with you, and I need you to understand something, okay? I need you to understand something. The people who will be sitting at $12,997 wondering how they missed the charter window, they're going to say the same thing they said at $147, right? I wasn't ready. Stop it. Stop waiting. Stop hiding behind readiness. The only thing you need to be ready for and be ready to do is decide. Make that decision. Make a choice. Move forward. Do. Joshua didn't feel ready to cross the Jordan. David didn't feel ready to face Goliath. And I promise you, the first deal will happen before you feel ready for it. It happens all the time. Your first deal might be a fix and flip, might be buy and hold, might be a sub-2 deal, might be an option, might be a wholesale deal. Your first deal will happen before you feel ready. That's just the way it is. All right, so that's the AMP Life framework. Action first. The money and the massive purpose follow the action. You don't get to reverse the order. It doesn't work that way, okay? 50 charter spots, $19.97. After that, it's going to go to $12,997 buckaroos, okay? What are you waiting for? It's time to rock and roll. Rock and roll in all that you do. Scan that QR code right now, okay? Jump on it while you can. And it's more about being a charter member than it is, do I get a good deal of this, that, what's in the program, this and that. Look, people know it's part when we're doing our one-on-one mentoring, there's no program like it on the planet and does what we do, simply because it is based on muscle memory. It's based on working with you. It's based on having a true mentor. This program is a coaching program, a group coaching program, a hybrid of that, okay? So for the first 6 weeks, we're going to go through the program. You're going to watch the videos. That's right. You're going to answer the questions. You're going to go through the quizzes, right? You're going to reach out and have questions. We're going to break down those deals on Wednesday. If you have issues, support is Tuesday. Jump on it. It's free. We're paying for that, right? So take advantage of it if you get stuck. Other than that, yeah, you can reach out and put in, hey, I need, can you answer this, that, if it's simple stuff. But we'll be with you all the way through. And then Wednesday, we're going to be breaking down deals. Friday, we're going to run through the course just like we're going to run through the course and program just like you're doing right now. People that are inside doing this right now. Okay, so I'm going to keep on chit-chatting a little bit here when we get to this as we continue to move forward, right? And and share obviously share the opportunity for you, right? And but I do need to talk to you about a few things, okay? And that's actually this business, okay? This business can be lonely. I know when I got started, it was very lonely. There wasn't people to help me. There wasn't people to encourage me. Family, I thought, would be encouraging. Like your aunts and uncles, grandma and grandpa, and all that good stuff, right? Like, hey, yeah, go for it. I will say, I did have an aunt who was an entrepreneur, and she was into financing and agent, broker, and all that good, cool stuff, and she had properties and everything. But I guess she saw something in me, right? Because she was like, yeah, don't listen to those people. Don't listen to other people. You need to hang with people that are doing business and going in the direction that you want to go in. And I actually got inspired from her, and it was actually my grandma, what I used to call Nana, right? It was her sister, believe it or not. So it was like day and night, right? My grandma was old school, and didn't know how to drive, didn't want to get a license, right? Would walk everywhere and have to pick her up and all that crazy stuff, right? And was just, very humble lady. And then, but cooked some mean food. It was, I think that's where we got what I call the Nana surprise, right? The craziest, most awesome breakfast that you can ever have. Anytime, maybe if you're in California sometime and we do an actual live meetup and all that good stuff, I think I'll have that Nana surprise made, breakfast burritos, and serve them up to everybody, because they're probably one of the most amazing burritos that you've ever tasted. And I'd love to share that with you. It's kind of silly, but thinking about it, I'm going, yeah, you know what? That's because I guarantee it, man, guys and gals, it's something you've never ever tasted. Okay, but let me go back over here. I wanted to share something with you, right? So this is no BS at the end of the day. This is a $12,000 program. Our one-on-one mentoring program is actually 50% off, and then that goes even higher. That's just the way things move and everything moves, right? The program is a living organism, so I don't want it to be stale. When something changes and the market changes, we're changing the program, or at least you'll have access to it. Because as a founding member and a charter member, you get a lifetime access, okay? So anytime we're updating, even if it's software and we're dropping apps in there, if we can give it to you for free, we will, okay? And some things are out of our control. If it's cost and things of that nature, hey, just pay the nominal stuff and we're good to go. Because look, even if you think about this with this program, going, oh my God, now it's $1,900. I should have got in when it was $147. That's not the way to think, right? I know the first thing I did when that was the difference between me and others in real estate, right? And I was like, people are going, oh, the interest rates this, interest rates that, interest rates this, interest rates. Oh my God. I'm like, no, we just secured a property. We leveraged the property. It's like having a giant bag of freaking gold. And I'm going to go ahead and get it sold. I'm either going to sell it to an investor, or I'm going to get some private money, take it down and fix and flip it, right? And leveraging that property is astronomical, right? When you look at the numbers, and you do it the way that we're going to show you how to do it, or at least, if that's the method you choose, because we are going to share with you. That's not just like, this is not like a wholesale program. It's wholesale. It's lease options. It's sub-2, seller finance. It is a creative real estate investing accelerator, exactly what it is. And that's how we came up with the name, right? The AMP Live American Mentee Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator Program, like no other. And that's my goal. It's our goal to make it like no other. But right now it is $19.97 for the next 50. And then it's going to go to the regular price of $12,997. And don't be thinking, oh my God, I want to get it. I have to get in because you want to save some bucks. No, it's about being a founding member. It's about being a charter member. It's about coming in at the bottom and being part of the foundation, right? Where you're going to help other people and they're going to bring business to you and network. It's a powerful, powerful thing to be part of. Okay. Think of it this way. Like when they have network marketing companies, if you have ever heard of them, they start at the bottom and you build your team and you build your sales force. It's kind of the same thing, but the ones that make money are the ones that started in the program, who started the networking at the bottom and then grew, right? And then they're at the top and everybody else is, at the bottom, and the top's just collecting. It's kind of, but it's that emotional state of being part of something, right? And that's what that is. It's far more worth more than just the money. And then even then, if you're going to do a wholesale deal, even if you do a horrible job, I mean, I've been talking to some people and go, oh yeah, I did 5 deals, but I only made 2,000 there, 3,000 there, $1,500 there. I said, man, what the hell happened, right? And it's either they did a JV and they were promised 20 and they didn't get 20 and they said 15 and then 10 and then 5 and then here you go. This is what we got for you. Now I get that does happen, when they're JVing, because it's all based on what you do. far as I'm concerned, you should probably get a referral fee of $250 to $1,250, right? Because you didn't lock up the deal. You didn't do any of that stuff. You didn't negotiate the deal. And none of it. Maybe you brought an address, right? It's like a bird dog, So, but that's different. That's not going to be this. We're going to help you do a deal. We're going to help you construct a deal. And when you get a deal, it's $5,000. That pays for the program, right? Even if it's $12,000, right? You probably make your money back on the first deal, right? $10,000, $15,000 wholesale deal. Maybe it's a fix and flip. Maybe it's a buy and hold. If it's a buy and hold, shit, that's infinite because you're going to keep it in cash flow for the long term, plus collect all the equity and all the other good stuff and tax deductions and everything else that goes with that. That's way, way, way more than the value of putting a price on the program. So those things, and then like I mentioned, when I was dealing with interest rates, interest rate, I have to pay this, and then hard money and this and that. Now hard money, I get it, right? It's a different pill to swallow because you got hard money, high interest rate, you got points, and you got to take care of all the fees and then closing costs and all that good stuff. You add up, then you got to make that payment until you fix it and flip it, right? That's different. That's not like this, right? Because you're gonna make your money back once you do a deal and you get in there and you follow through with what needs to happen. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. Now, a lot of these bonuses are going to stay the same, right? The guarantee's the same. The bonus 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be there. We're actually dropping in more bonuses, like I mentioned before. If you're watching this, then you will get this bonus. You're going to get the standard vault, which is the Amplify Vault contracts, LOIs, seller scripts, deal checklists, SOPs, deal analyzers, which basically are the one that we just put an awesome, nice, sexy skin on, right? For the sub 2 fix and flip deal automator, which is awesome. It's beautiful. I love it. And it works great. And it's going to help you underwrite those deals correctly, along with the LOI writer and the offer writer, right? That's working out a couple of things on that to make it nice and sexy for you as well. But that'll be actually in the updated, I believe that it's probably, I think it's the upgraded vault. I'm not sure. But hey, you don't need it. This is all you need right here. This is all you need right here. Okay. Now, of course, other tools, and once you start growing the systems and CRM and all that good stuff, it's really cost effective. Come on, skip tracing, what pennies on the dollar, 10, 15 cents or even lower, text messages are pennies, making a phone call is pennies per minute and stuff. So people go, I had one guy go, oh my God, wait, it's only $147. What else do I have to buy? Blah, 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 blah. It's pretty crazy. It's funny, actually. It's like, well, stuff you need for a business, right? If you're going to open up a store, then you got to go lease the store. And then you got to get the lease. And then you got to put the products in there. And you got to do all that stuff that you would for a business. Same thing here. This is a business and you need to treat it like a business. People do. And there are some people that don't. Okay. So with that said is that, hey, look, if it's going to bother you, then don't come aboard. It's okay. $147, nothing, but that's gone. So it's $19.97. You put that on a credit card, easy peasy, a little payment, 40, 50, $100 or whatever it is, $90 a month. I don't know, whatever. Well, I don't know what the price is, but the bottom line is not doing it and then waiting 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months, or waiting till it's $12,997, right? And then waiting 8 months or a year and a half and still spinning your wheels happens all the freaking time. It's quite amazing. And then when I listen to what they're saying, it's like, oh, that's a simple tweak. We just got to do this. And that's a simple tweak. We just got to do that. Okay, this is a simple tweak. We don't do that and don't do that anymore because you're killing your deals, right? And then also squashing that negativity, with the negative mental attitude. Like we had a young man, he was rocking and rolling, kicking butt, making some phone calls, and then only took one little thing to misdirect, right? Oh my God, this is going on. My grandma, blah, blah, blah. Life happens. And then you start making excuses, right? So you start from his first, you're making those calls and saying, no, not interested, no, not interested, no, not interested, because he didn't know shit, to having one call with us. Of course, it's after, so, and I want to get him on here. I wanted to get him on here on Sunday, but, he was out on Saturday. He came back on Sunday and he's a little bit, I had to get him fired up. And then Monday, hey, it is what it is. We can't control everybody. I say just show up to the damn party, do what you need to do. But the end result was, hey, we chat. This is what you need to say. This is what you need to do. Keep it simple. Boom. We're not going to give you the whole enchilada. Just start off with these simple things, right? Make sure you understand. And you ask who they are. Do they own the property? Right? And that's it. And if they do, yes, you're going to go into your pitch. And if they say they're not interested, it's okay. don't hang up, because he would say, okay, yeah, thank you, ma'am, I appreciate it, or sir, okay, and that's it. No, the call's not over. You're letting the lead go. They're in pre-foreclosure. They're in a stress situation, right? And if they say no, they're like, okay, no, I'm not interested. Okay. And then you got to go to the juggler and you got to let them know whatever it is. If it's a probate, if it's a vacant property, if it's a fixer-upper, if it's a pre-foreclosure, then obviously there's little different nuances that you have to ask and get information from, right? So let's say, for example, that they're in a pre-foreclosure and we're moving forward and they're like, okay, no, I'm not interested. And said, okay, no problem. By the way, did you know that the bank recorded an NOD on your property? Or there's a few variations that you can use. And they go, what are you talking about? What's NOD? I don't know what that is. That's notice of default. And some of these people already know that they know. And some don't, right? Because maybe someone else called them, it didn't work out, and they got pissed off. They're going, oh, that's why all these people are calling me. So it could be a lot of different reasons, right? But the bottom line is that he started looking at his feed, going from, okay, this one I'm not sure, this guy didn't answer, this lady answered, this one sounds good. Wow, look at this. This is like 5-6 bedrooms. I go, it is a good one. And he has a good eye. So it's like, oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good because it has 5 to 6 bedrooms. That could be a co-living type of property, assisted living, autism house, or some other type of product that can plug into for that extra cash flow, for the bigger cash flow. And it probably, fixing it up may be a pain in the butt, cost some money, but it's not going to sell in the open market because it's an overbuilt. It's going to be an overbuilt turkey and an overpriced turkey. And it's just not going to sell unless they discount that $1, right? But anyways, so he's just blowing it up. And they go, oh, look, this guy said he wants to talk. He wants an offer. He wants $1 million, but I think the property's only worth 900. And that's okay that he's giving feedback, which is good because he's taking feedback off of whatever system that he's using. And he's using that as the almighty, hey, you still got to do you got to do your numbers, right? He's got to run comps with. He's not 100% and doesn't know how. He's just looking at whatever spits out at the end of the day with the software that he's using, right? And even then, you still want to double check because look, there's nuances and not everything is 100%. You always got to cross check. When you cross check, you find blemishes. You find the devil is in the details. You find little things that can cost you $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000, and then you're going to blow your deal, right? Or it's going to cost you. So it's very important. You're not dealing with a widget. You're not dealing with $200, $300, $400 in regards to a product. You're dealing with tens and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on these transactions, right? Now, Don will say that to intimidate you. No, you're just adding more zeros. Not a big deal, but we're going to share that with you. We're going to show you how to do these things, right? When you have that sub-2 deal automator, and then how we're going to show you how to underwrite, right? You're going to feel super confident because you're going to be with us first and foremost. We got another young man who's like, came aboard. And he's like, man, yeah, underwriting. He's actually got some stuff in the pipeline. We're going to work it and underwrite it tomorrow and probably Wednesday. And look at those things, and you're going to show him where the money's at, right? So you can feel confident. He goes, you know what? I was over here in this market, but I didn't want to be in this market because I wasn't confident about that market. But now, since I came aboard the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator and working with you and your team, I feel confident. I think I want to fire that up again. I said, yes, let's fire it up. Let's rock and roll. Let's go after it because you should be feeling confident because we're going to knock those out of the park with him and others that come aboard. And that's kind of the trend that's happening. And I'm happy for it. And that's what it's about. So what it does is justifies what we're doing. Not that it doesn't have to be, but, hey, life is what it is, right? You always want to see things moving and seeing that it's working for others, right? And then now that we're going one-to-many with the program, along with our one-on-one mentoring, that's for people who want to be up here and scale it up to a different level. This is perfect for getting those deals, your first deal, second deal, third deal, fourth deal, fifth deal, sixth deal, and continue to rock and roll until you're ready to scale up. Then you might want to jump into the vault and get the upgraded vault and then, jump on the one-on-one mentoring program and all that good stuff, right? But you're going to have more than enough stuff that's going to be able to help you, and we're going to be helping you. So that is the key here. All right. So here's the sub-2 fix and flip calculator. I like to call it the deal automator. I just like it better, but it is what it is. Okay. This is actually going to be in your vault. Now, I believe you can get this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. You can get this absolutely free right now and use it, but doesn't have all the bells and whistles that we're dropping inside of the vault, because this actually has 4 tabs and really digs into the numbers and all that Awesome stuff. This, you can go right here. Let me put it in the chat real quick. Okay. There you go. So it'll be in the chat. You can grab that. It's absolutely free. As you can see, we put a nice, beautiful skin on it. That's the free version. You can actually break down deals for sub 2, wholesale deals, fix and flip, all 3. Okay. And it'll spit it out, whether it'll tell you, is this a good deal? Is this we especially put that in there, right? For the unicorn investor peeps, right? And who want that 25 and 30% return on investment. But we went down a little bit because obviously when you push volume, you're at about 10% to 13%. That's cool. So we adjusted those the way I like it, and we're going to share it with you. So the unicorn deals, strong deals, marginal deals. This is like, no deal type stuff. So, that's in there. You can actually click that link, go there and use it. There will be like a red button, and obviously on the bottom, if you want to be working deals like this with us and others, then you can go ahead and jump in. That's going to change. So probably shouldn't have shared that. Well, you can't see it anyway, so it's okay. Oh shit. Well, I don't even know. So, because young man was sick. I'm not sure who was updating the websites, but, like I said, we'll honor it. If we have to take on a couple of founding members, we will. Other than that, if it's closed off, then it probably moved to the charter. The charter becoming a charter member instead, but you still get everything that's included. There's not a tier. The main thing is that being a founder in a charter is most important before it goes to the $12,997. Okay. Let me go ahead and share this with you. Obviously, this is LOI writer, right? So it's LOIs and offers. Most important is offers now. When you're doing a lot of like lease options, LOIs. Sub 2 type deals, LOIs, right? Because it's going to be, hey, here's an option, here's a lease, and here's my cash offer or sub 2 offer, right? And then they get the pick. So that helps them out. It's just to get the conversation going. It's not a contract legally, right? They can sign it, you can sign it, but all that means is that or you're both agreeing that we are agreeing to go ahead and rock a deal together, right? And try to hammer out a deal and then actually put it into a contract that'll execute with an EMD and some money and legal stuff that you need to do to make it a legal and binding contract, okay? So let me see. I want to share. Where is it? Is it down here? Let me pop that up here. So as you can see, that's for a wholesale assignment. You're going to get these templates that pop in there, subject to seller financing, lease option, and the 3 down here for cash and conventional and all that other good stuff. I believe this is what it looks like for the landing page. So you'll be able to go there and sign up, and then you'll get access to it. And then obviously inside of the vault, you'll have full access to that, obviously. Okay. Now, anybody who sees this, you don't know who I am. Obviously, I'm Erick Jimenez of AMP Live and AMP Live Media. AMP Live Media is a media marketing and broadcasting company that powers ourselves, it powers us, and it powers our mentees across the United States of America. As we're always moving and going in the path of progress as well as technology. So anything that's working, we will test and then we share with you, right? The main thing is that this is who I am, this is what I do. You can catch this on, you can go to hashtag, I'm not sure if I have it there, but you can hashtag Get Erick Paul Live, hashtag Get Erick Paul Live. Let's see if I got something in here for you. Probably do. Back to the platform and it's working again, so that's cool. I think support said I had too many thousands and thousands and thousands. I'm just kidding. Too many damn tabs open, right? So I get it, right? And it's been kind of brutal putting the program together and spending the time to get this done for you and others across the United States of America. But I'm proud of it and I'm happy that it's happening. And we're going to take the time to make sure that it comes out the way it needs to. Okay. But you can scan that QR code, by the way, as well. That QR code, or let me point. You think you can see me right there? You can point right there. That QR code right there. You can book some time with myself and my team. You can ask any questions you like. If you got a deal or it's real estate related, as long as it's real estate related, then we'll be fine. I don't know if it's like 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, but, should be enough time to figure it out. And if it isn't, then we'll figure it out anyways. Okay. That's my promise to you. All right. Here we go. Is it here? Nope. All right. It's okay. There it is. Blank. Found it. A bunch of them. Get Erick Paul. You can hashtag. It's right over there. Hashtag Get Erick Paul Live. The art of the deal. Creative real estate investing. The AMP Live method. That's the holy grail for myself and what I teach and share with others. AMP Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. Powered by AMP Live Media, a broadcasting, marketing, and media company. You can scan that QR code right there and lock in your charter spot. There's only 50 spots or less or whatever. I don't know. I just know that I picked out 50 for the founding members, and I said 50 for the charter. And whatever comes down the wire, I haven't checked it lately. But, you know, if the spots are there, I know that we opened up the charter yesterday at midnight, or I should say last night, right? So midnight, the cutoff for 147, and 1997 was for Sunday as well. I believe we opened it up, and but we shut down 147 at midnight. Okay. But like I said, if the link is floating around out there, we will honor it. No qualms about it. I'm going to go ahead and what we got on here? 35 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to take too much time. It's Mindset Money Monday. I'm sure you want to go do whatever you're going to do. You're going to get ready and gear up for the week. You're going to go eat, or maybe it's a late lunch or late dinner or whatever. You're going to spend some time with the family, watch a movie. I don't know. I say read a book instead or whatever, right? But a real estate software tech stack, that's going to be dropped in there. I'm just going to share a couple things that are going to be in the vault. And that's going to be the tech stack that we use, right? A small tech stack, 1, 2, 3 items, or tools, all the way up to 7. I'm going to share the verticals with you. That just means verticals of marketing, right? Surfing for deals, driving for dollars, right? What else we got? Hey, how you doing, little puppy dog? Anyways, and stuff that we use, for direct mail. There's door knocking, there's text, there's ringless voice message, everything. And that tech stack will be in there. What tools that we recommend. You can use whatever you want. Of course, if you have something new and you want to share it with us, we'll definitely look at it and we'll give you our 2 cents, and share with you on whether, hey, you know what, this is probably not very good. And you can always upgrade to the premium vault once you get rocking and rolling. You got some volume, right? So this is where, the beginners become deal closers. That's what this is all about, right? Deal analysis, private community, seller scripts, cheat sheets. You're going to get all the same. This is kind of, you get a little bit more, right? There's everything in the standard vault, Q&A, call replays, and real deals, advanced case studies, creative financing breakdowns, scaling systems and SOPs, lifetime updates. And of course, you'll get your one-on-one 30-minute deal review from us, right? That's promised to you. And that one deal can be awesome. It's going to help you. All right. Obviously, we're going to share this with you. You can join the group there if you want. I say join the group, not if you want. I say go there right now and go join the group. It's at the very top. I believe. Let me see. I'll put my mug up here so I can point to it. There you go. It's right there. Boink. Right there. Free. Go to the group. Let's share real estate investment deals together. And you can scan the QR code right there. All right. So scan that QR code to become a charter member. And let me see. Okay, 1 more minute, and I'm going to wrap. I want to share a couple of things right here. That's going to go into the vault. And that's the real estate software tech stack I mentioned to you. But this is awesome. All right. This is going to help you find those sub-2 deals at 2, 3, 4%. It's going to find those deals with equity. Going to find those deals that are stacked with pre-foreclosures, tax defaults, vacant, out-of-state owners, all that good stuff, right? So what it is a prop stream sub-2 deal finder playbook, okay? So that's a nice juicy one. Get into that. Study the hell out of it. You have questions, ask them on Friday, and as we move forward into the program, okay? And if you need the vault, grab it. It's only $247. It's nothing. Scan the QR code right there and become a charter member before they're gone. Sub-2 discovery questions. Now we're going to give you the whole thing there, right? It's going to be discovery questions. It's going to be the mission to the submission. The mission is the submission, right? How to break that down when you're on the phone with 3 simple, easy steps. Setting the stage, the 3 magical questions, the scale of 1 to 10, right? All that good stuff. How to close up the call, as well as these discovery calls and pros, and are going to give you some tips and things of that nature for the sub-2 stuff, what to say. Even how to structure a freaking sub-2 deal is included. That's going to be the sub 2 offer structure guide. And that's going to be inside the vault too. I'm pretty sure it's inside the regular vault. I'm not sure if it's in the upgraded vault. I know because, as we're building this thing, but we're super flexible right now, especially if you're a founding member and a charter member. There's things that you want. There's things that you need. Let us know, okay? Let us know. Feedback is always welcome at the end of the day, okay? There's going to be some swipe types of marketing here, like our graphics that you can use on social media. There's our big Sell Your House Fast, Americans Helping Americans. We have solutions we can help with a bunch of different stuff on there that says, hey, are you in divorce? You fix and flip and buy and hold, all that good stuff. It's for an investment firm, right? Business cards that we use that you can swipe and take a look at to inspire you to build out your brand. We buy houses, ugly ones too. Cash Our Terms brand, which is still Sell Your House Fast instant offer and the instant offer website. These things are there for you as well in the vault. And the whole goal here, right, obviously, is to find those creative, awesome, juicy real estate investing, how to find those off-market deals. Yes, they're on the ones that are on market are super tight, right? And you can get them, cash flow, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to be tight margins. When you find the ones that are off-market, okay, we're going to show you how to find those off-market ones where you can leverage with pennies on the dollar, where you can control them, right? And then you can decide to, hey, I'm going to sell this and make more money by selling it more than you would a wholesale deal to an investor because it's valued more, it's worth more, and you're going to save a homeowner. The investor's going to love you to death, and then you're going to love yourself, and you're going to love us to death because you're going to make a bunch of money when you do that, right? And at the same token, if you need to, or partner up with us, you're going to partner up with VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments as well, okay? For Southern California. As far as the lending is concerned, hey, anywhere in the United States of America, if it's a hard money loan, you need to get approved. So in case you take one down, you say, hey, man, I want to fix and flip this. Boom, get approved. And that's going to be your lending partner. They're a partner with AMP Live, and they're stepping up to the plate at the end of the day. They're also our sponsors for as VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties, step into excellence, right? So you'll have access to that, okay? So I would encourage you, yes, let's make sure you get pre-approved and make sure that you have access to that. And if you're going to buy and hold, you want to do the BRRRR method, then yeah, you want to make sure you're going to get approved for what? A DSCR loan, right? And then want to make sure you're going to be able to fix it up with a hard money loan. And then once it's fixed up, then you're going to go ahead and get a DSCR loan, and then you're going to throw a body or two in there. If you're going to co-live it, you're going to assisting live it or autism house, or maybe it's just a long-term rental or whatever type of rental it is, right? And then you're going to pull some cash out for your next deal, and then you're going to go ahead and obviously buy that, and then you're going to cash flow that some buck, right? And you're going to use VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, or VIP Execs Lending, right? They're going to be a lending partner, okay? There are lending partners, so that when you come aboard, our resources or your resources, they will become your lending partner, all right? So let's keep on. It's a beautiful thing, right? You're probably going, man, I know I was talking with some students that are coming aboard and go, oh my God, you just like everything, all the pieces of the puzzle just come together. I can't believe all these things that you're saying and sharing with me because it blows their mind, right? Now, obviously, I get it. It's because they're, never heard of it. And even if the seasoned ones, some of the seasoned people would never heard of some of the things that we do. Is, oh, you do that? Oh, why do you do that? Oh, you can do that? Well, so-and-so doesn't do that. So-and-so does this. And I'm like, well, hey, that's cool. Awesome. If it works for them and this is what we do, it works for us and it works for you, cool. We can slice it any way we need to because we've been doing it, creative real estate investing for so long. So, hey, that's the beauty of creative real estate investing, right? You want to have an open mind. You want to have humility. Doesn't mean you have all the answers. Doesn't mean we have all the answers. Doesn't mean they have all the answers. It just means that what is going to work best for the seller, what's going to work best for the investor, and what's going to work best for who? You, us, and whoever's doing the deal, right? Just don't become a daisy chainer. Don't become a copy and paster, right? People like that are getting a bad rap. They've always got a bad rap. It's crap. Don't do it. I mean, all they do is, now, hey, they blow deals. I'm just telling you right now, right? Doesn't mean it doesn't work. People, oh, you can JV, you can do this. Okay, that's cool. Go for it, right? But vet whoever you're working with to make sure, and then paper up to make sure they are experienced enough to do what needs to be done because your reputation is on the line with that seller and everything that you do, okay? So, and especially when you're working with us, if we're going to get together, we're going to do it right. And if you're not, just say, hey, point you in the right direction and woo, go for it. Get it done. You thank us and get us a testimonial and all that good stuff later. All right, so let's close this bad boy up, okay? Missing anything here? Oh, VIP Execs. Let me pop that right here, okay? I'll share this with you. VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments are going to be your lending partner. And if you're in Southern California, they're going to be your real estate agency partner and brokerage to when you fix up that property you need to sell it, boom, get it sold through VIP Execs Realty, okay? When you need to find some properties, or maybe you want some MLS stuff, or maybe you're like, hey, I want to novate that son of a B, all right? Then, hey, VIP Execs is the one that you're going to go to, okay? They're going to be your lending and real estate agency partner, which is a very, very special thing. And the great thing about it is that we do specialize in pre-foreclosures, probates, right? You're going to have a lender who's going to go and kick butt and make sure that they're an advocate for you and get the best rate, or, you know, and sometimes, like I always say, look, it's not when you're real estate investing, it's not about always the best rate unless you're going to keep it, you know, or it's a commercial property of some sort. Even then, it's about leverage, and what you're going to do with the property and how you do it. Interest rates are bullshit at the end of the day. Trust me on that. And if you don't want to trust me on that, it's okay. You'll figure it out down the road. When you understand, you'll get your aha moment. No pun intended. Okay. But yeah, we deal with short sales, all that good stuff, right? And probates, fix and flips, nice houses in nice areas, luxury properties that are not selling, and all that good stuff. There's always a reason. As long as you listen to the experts, you know, you'll get your stuff sold. All right. We put this up here. We already got that bad boy there. So I shared the brand with you real quick. Man, we're rolling into a longer live than I expected, but it's all right. And I'm going to go back to the top. You can scan that right there if you want to get access to the MLS. The MLS is not cheap. It costs money. You can get access right there. Scan that QR code and get access and shop around in Southern California. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here so you can scan that QR code, or I should say, QR code right there. Lock in your spot. You see the video, then lock in that spot. If you like what you hear, I'm going to say jump aboard and take advantage of that opportunity. Opportunity sometimes comes once in a lifetime, and there's opportunities that come a bunch of times in life, right? But usually it's one opportunity, and you take advantage of it, or you don't, then it's gone. And then it's a different opportunity, right? So there's never the same opportunity that comes all the time. All right, so let's do this. There it is. I'm popping it right there. The AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. I'll leave you with that as well as this here. I'm going to close it out with this. Obviously, so there's the graphic. I like it. It's sexy. It's busy. It is what it is. But it has everything you need there. All right. So definitely take advantage of it. Become a charter member. Once again, charter member is super important. It's about being a member. It's about being part of the elite. It's about stepping up. It's like a country club, right? Be part of the club, right? Not everybody's invited, okay? At the end of the day, sure, you got to pay to come aboard, but you're going to get as a charter member, right? It is like a country club, right? It is like, an exclusive membership, because we're going to be working together, then helping the foundation and then helping others do the same, because when it goes to $12,997 and people come aboard, right? You are a charter and founding member, okay? You got in at the time that was, it was a smart thing to do. All right. You need to take action and move forward. Don't think about things too much. You think about it, and then you talk yourself out of stuff. It's it happens all the time. It's called human nature, right? And that's what keeps you from doing stuff. Remember, I talked about fear. Fear is bullshit. Fear is bullshit, right? Ready is bullshit. Ready. I'm ready when I'm ready. That's all. You can have excuses or results. You can't have both, right? That's just the way it comes and the way it goes. When you're thinking, I was going to do this deal, then someone else takes it. When I was going to make that call, but then someone else made the call and got the deal. Oh, I was going to write the offer, but then someone else wrote the offer and got the deal, right? It's always ready, waiting to be ready. I got to get my bills together. I got to get my credit cards together. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I got to do this. I got to do that, right? Oh, my wife, it's my aunt, my uncle, my dog, my cat, my foot, right? I got surgery. I'm sick. I don't feel good, right? There's all kinds of shit, right? Forget about being ready, like I mentioned before. Or maybe I'll close it up with a couple of things, and then we'll go from there. And that's it. So I'm fired up. I'm excited about the future of what's happening here, and sharing this with you and the world. Once again, I will tell you, stop waiting to feel ready. Okay, ready's a lie that the enemy tells you. Fear is a lie, right? Be bold, be fearless, and rock and roll. All right. Let me tell you something that, like I mentioned before, that nobody in the guru world is going to say to you, right? Ready is a lie. I'll share with you again, right? So, like I came, it was yesterday, a day before, right? I had my little quotes, my rants and my raves and all this good stuff. And, and I pull them out and, I'm not one to, to rock quotes and stuff like that from the Bible, but I'm not gonna lie, right? I read the Bible, didn't understand it 20,000 times. Went to a church and, they kind of started explaining stuff. It's cool. Whatever works for you, right? Reading, studying is super powerful. But you got to remember, ready is what fear calls itself when it doesn't want you to know the name, right? Ready is the enemy dressed in productivity clothing. Ready says, just one more video, just one more course, just one more month of saving, just one more sign. I need a sign, right? Now, I want to share this with you because I think this is very, very powerful, right? And this is, you just need to stop it, right? I wasn't ready yet. Stop it. Stop waiting. Stop hiding behind readiness, right? The only thing you need to be ready to do is decide. Shit or get off the pot, as I always say, right? Stop being a fence rider. I hate people who ride the darn fence, right? Now, that may be you. Maybe it's not. I just learned not to ride the fence, right? Because when you ride the fence, it's too convenient. You go this way when it goes this way. You go that way when it goes that way. That is not true integrity. It's not true loyalty. Communication can break down and be repaired, but you pick a side and you stick to it and you go to battle with that side, right? And that's what we're doing here with the founding members and the charter members, right? And we're all together. Think of it as like the Avengers, right? The Avengers, if you watch in the movie, they have their backs to each other because they trust each other and they're there to kick some ass to help what? To help save the world, right? And take down all the bad peeps. Not saying there's bad peeps out there, but there is. I'm not going to lie, right? But at the same token, we're watching each other's back. I'm going to watch your back and I expect you to watch our back as well. Right. So that's what this is about. So we can help each other make money, expand and grow, be prosperous, have, and be successful in what we're doing and take care of our families and build a legacy. OK, now I do want to share this with you because I thought this was pretty cool. Right now, Joshua didn't feel ready to cross the Jordan. David didn't feel ready to face Goliath. And I promise you, your first deal, right, will happen before you're ready for it. Right. That's the AMP Life framework. It's just the way how we do things. OK, now, I'm going to share this with you because this was obviously pretty cool, right? And I do want to share this because I thought this was pretty neat, right? So, all right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to share this with you, right? So let's go. One more story. Just one more month of saving, right? Just one more sign, and you're ready to feel right, and you're waiting to feel ready. Somebody else, when you're waiting, I should say, while you're waiting to feel ready, someone else is making the call you didn't make. Someone else is submitting the offer you talked yourself out of, right? Somebody else is sitting at the closing table collecting a check that had your name on it until you decided to wait, right? It's all about making the decision. Make a decision now, right? Take a decision. Jump on one of the charter spots. Only $19.97. That's pennies on the dollar. That's nothing, right? After that, it's going to go to $12,997, and that's not even the point. The point is that you're coming in as a charter member, right? You're becoming part of, like I said, a country club, the elite, a special club, and you're going to get the love that you need to help others, because when you're helping others, that's just straight up karma, right? All kind. You're putting good into the bank. Trust me, it happens. It works. So what are you waiting for? It's time to rock and roll. And I say rock and roll in all that you do. Take advantage of it. Look forward to having you aboard and becoming a charter member to the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. All right. So rock and roll in all that you do. Happy Mindset Money Monday. Happy Mindset Monday. I'm Eric, your host of AMP Live, the AMP Live Real Estate Show, powered by AMP Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company, and our sponsors, VIP Execs Realty, Lending, and Investments, your lending partners when you come aboard and work with us, and we work with you, which is a very, very powerful tool, because you're going to have access to that, right? So those excuses are gone and over, right? So with all due respect, rock and roll and all that you do, you have an awesome, awesome, beautiful, beautiful day and a gorgeous week. And obviously, I'm going to say, God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Keep on rocking and rolling. We'll talk to you tomorrow, or talk with you tomorrow. And if you're already a member, then, hey, that's our support day. Wednesday is going to be analyzing deals on Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to have our first coaching call for the first group in the first week of the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Where's the wine? Why we got to crack the wine and celebrate and all that good stuff and do our thing. Anyways, you have a good